following NHTV production is brought to you through the support of Arnold's Jewelers, HB Communications, Forget Me Not Full Service Flower Shop, and North Haven Funeral Home.
Opening kickoff game for North Haven High School football. It is Friday Night Football on NHTV. My name is Mike Valenti, and tonight the North Haven Indians try to continue their streak at Mike Vanacore Field against the Cheshire Rams. Alongside Trevor Keys. Trevor, it is good to be back here, my friend.
Oh, it feels good to be back at Mike Vanacore Field. Football is back. Beautiful weather. Nothing better than playing some nice Friday Night Football right now, baby.
And as you can tell by the crowd behind us, there is no room for us to do this pregame show. People are walking behind us, going through us, and that's how crazy this crowd is. How effective are they going to need to be tonight against the Cheshire Rams?
Well, this is why it's very hard to beat North Haven. I mean, they're good. Well, North Haven, first of all, is a good team, but also the crowd always plays a part. They're loud, they're into the game, and it's helpful to have the fans behind you.
Now, last year, the North Haven Indians did finish the regular season at 10-0. Okay, a lot of people did say that they had somewhat of an inferior schedule. This year, a whole lot different, a much tougher schedule due to the new reformatting of the divisions. They have to face Notre Dame, which they beat last year. They have to play Fort, which they beat last year. But they have new teams. They have Shelton, who was 12-1 last year. They also went undefeated in their championship before they lost, just like North Haven last year. They have to play Xavier, and a lot of tough teams. So after the first 2 weeks, where they are facing Cheshire and Hampden, two teams that had losing records last year, they have 6 straight winning record teams. How's North Haven going to survive?
Well, guess what, North Haven? The past couple years, since I've been playing, they've had a winning record since the past 6 years. You got a new schedule. You're beating teams that have been not as good as you, but you're beating them. And guess what? This is what you get. You get the best of the best now. And this is what happens when you're very successful. You're going against the best of the best. And if you want to prove to the viewers and all the people that doubt you, then beat the people that are on your schedule. And guess what? Doubt them all. That's what I like to say.
Another reason why they think it might be a tougher schedule for North Haven is the players that graduated.
Yeah.
A lot of holes being filled, especially 2/3 of that single wing offense running game. No more Mike Montano, no more Connor Scarassi. They both graduated. Who steps up for them in the running game?
I think the key is Montano. I think Montano's going to get a lot of touches tonight.
That's Mark Montano.
Yes,
the younger brother.
Sorry, the two-headed monster of Montano brothers. Well, here's the last one. You also have Max Sullivan, who's coming back from an appendix injury, which is a big help. You also have Jack Steinman, who did run the ball a little, but he's more of their passing quarterback. Those are the big three that I can think of as of right now that you're going to have to rely on tonight if you want to have a successful night on the ground game.
Now, you mentioned Jack Steinman.
Yes.
They did use the passing game with him a lot last year.
Yes.
Do you see them expanding even more, where they average about 12 attempts a game? Do you see that expanding to maybe 15 to 20, especially if it's a tougher schedule where the games are going to be much closer?
Well, I think the biggest, as we said, we talked about not a lot of returning starters. Their whole offensive line from last year is gone. So you have a new offensive line. Jack Steinman is now your main quarterback, which last year you had Montano throwing the ball sometimes, and you had Steinman. Well, guess what? You're probably going to have the same, but Steinman's going to have to be the guy that's going to have to make the big throw, and you're going to have to throw the ball on these teams, running the ball, because they are going to box 8, maybe 9 defenders in the box, so you're going to have to throw the ball. And Steinman, who's 6'5", got the prototypical quarterback arm that you want. You have a golden opportunity for North Haven. You got all your players. You got some players back. You have a big quarterback that can throw the ball. Use it to your advantage.
Now let's change it to the other side of the ball, the defense, what we called the tribe last year, just because they attacked the ball like a group, like a tribe, if you will, and it just coined, you know, with the whole Indians team. You know, it looks like they're going to go with that approach again, take everybody and just attack the ball with it. Who steps up for the tribe? Is there a particular chief, or is it just many Indians, no chief?
I don't think it's one single player. I mean, we call it the tribe because it's as a whole unit. It's called the tribe. It's not one player. The North Haven Indians have become so successful recently because they fly to the ball as a unit, not just one player. If one player's there, the rest of the 10 players are there, and that's why we call them the tribe.
Oh, okay.
So that's why North Haven shouldn't rely on one player. Just do what they have been doing for the past 6 or 7 years.
The beginning of the season, just minutes away here on NHTV. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV. Coming up next, it's kickoff.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of North Haven Funeral Home.
Simon behind the line of scrimmage. And we got some movement going on, so things are changing. Nick Dodge is behind center, number 13. There's a snap. That's to Tom Dodge. He gets it to the 35. So it'll be second down. So gain of 4 on the play on second down. Simon is now behind center. To his left is Nick Dodge. Tom Dodge, the near receiver. Simon drops back, has some trouble, and he's going to be sacked there.
And we said this was going to be a huge key throughout this season, this game and this season, the offensive line, the inexperience of the offensive line coming in as they have no returning starters right now. And as you see, the first pass of the season goes for a sack.
So 3rd and 11 after the sack, loss of about 5 there. Again, they go in the shotgun formation with Steinman behind center. Snap goes to Steinman, drops back. Looks left, the throw is complete to Nick Dodge. Gets hit immediately after the catch, and it looks like North Haven will have to punt on their first possession of the year.
We were not used to seeing that last year a lot.
No, last year it was a scoring machine, this offense, but a lot of new pieces, especially the offensive line, as you already mentioned. No returning starters so far.
When you lose everything on the offensive line, the D-line, the backfield, even special teams, it's going to take a little time to get the engine going.
And there's a punt and it's blocked. The opening punt, so not what we used to see here on North Haven High School football on NHTV. Now a blocked punt for their first punt of the year. And last year, Max Sullivan was the punter, if I'm not mistaken. It was very few occasions where they actually had the punt, so it's hard to remember. But on their first punting attempt, it gets blocked.
Well, it's because of the rugby style. It took a little time to get the ball off. But a great start by Cheshire. You couldn't ask for a better start. You got great field position. Now let's see what the North Haven defense is made about.
And the punter for North Haven, Colin Finkel. He goes blocked there. So 1st and 10 for Cheshire. Inside the red zone or inside the 20. Jack Raba will hand it off to number 29 between the tackles. That's Noah Manella. Against about 4 on the run.
Yeah, they're going to have to do a great job of containing Raba because he was their all-around dual-threat player last year. That's another thing. You got a new defensive line. They're all new defensive line starters right now.
2nd and 7. It's an officially 3-yard run. Handoff to the right side, and he gets around the guy, but at the fumble. Cheshire was able to jump back on it, so they will keep the ball on 3rd down, and that was something we saw a lot from the Tribe. They forced a lot of balls loose and forced a lot of turnovers. Almost got one there with 9:30 to go in the first.
Well, that was a great hit. If we ever get an instant replay on that, that was a perfect hit.
Going to be 3rd down and about 4 yards to go.
So it's 3rd and 4. Drops back, throws left, has the screen open. It is complete. Dives in the end zone, touchdown. Michael Jeffrey.
So not the start you wanted to see from the North Haven offense and the North Haven defense, but hey, it's a long game. Don't get yourselves down. Sagnella will have these boys coming right back out.
Coach Sagnella, part of a championship team. He was part of that Washington Redskins Super Bowl winning team way back when in the late 80s. So he knows how to win games. And, of course, bringing a winning tradition here in the last few years. Trevor, you started that tradition back in 09, I believe your senior year was.
09-10, yes. That's pretty much how it started my junior year, and ever since then, North Haven has been on the map throughout the state. But it's still a long game. It's not the start fans and the team wanted. But North Haven will come right back.
So after the first possession for Cheshire, they lead 7-0. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of Arnold's Jewelers.
The first quarter, 7-0 is the score. Cheshire leads after the touchdown from Jack Raba to Michael Jeffrey.
I think this is over the first time in over a year and a half that we see North Haven actually trailing in the game, if I'm not mistaken.
And the kickoff is returned. And he breaks through, gets to the sideline, takes a couple more tackles, and gets to the 40. That was Mark Montana. We saw him run a couple back last year. Almost broke 3 there. So, again, good kickoff return to start North Haven's offense. Get in a good field position. Now they just have to get things over.
It's the key, the offensive line. You win games, football games, in the trenches. And North Haven has to do a lot better job than they did the first time, as they gave up a sack to Steinman.
So 1st and 10, ball at the 31-yard line. And it's a spin around. We saw that play a couple times, and only a gain of 1 there by Zach Orth. He got a little bit of playing time last year during the kill time when North Haven was out of it. He got a few carries in later on there, so he does have experience at the varsity level. 2nd down and 9. And that is Dodge going to the right side. Crosses the 35, and that's about it there. So it'll be 3rd and about 5 there.
See, this is unmanageable. You do not have to go automatically passing right here. You get a 5 yards with this type of offense, you can easily pop off another 5-yard run right there, and guess what? You got another first down. Continue to drive.
3rd and 5. Ball at the 36. And the ball goes to the right side, and he's going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Dan Colville.
Great play by the linebacker, seeking that out right from the start. He was a speeding bullet right there, even when the ball...
So North Haven again forced a punt. So 6 plays yet to get a first down here to start their 2016 season. Now Colin Finkel back to punt. He had his punt blocked last possession. And North Haven able to get the punt off this time. Fair catch called and made there. Some contact made afterwards. Cheshire here from scoring and make this a two-score game. It's with 7:20 to go in the first. North Haven down 7-0.
Surprising right now. We haven't seen this in a long time. So North Haven's D, they have to be able to contain the flat. First of all, that's where they give it the first touchdown. But they have to play smart. Some of these players have not played. They're all new, so they're getting too excited right now.
And a run up the middle. Gain of about 6 or 7 there.
What they got to do is just calm their nerves and just play the game and enjoy.
Second and 3 is the official down and marker. Ball to the right side. And the pass is incomplete to the right side. Third and 3 for Cheshire here. Ball at the 45-yard line. Behind center. Handoff up the gut. They have the first down. The chains will move, and the feet keep going there as he crosses midfield.
With the carry to the Rams on second effort, gets ahead for the first down. First and 10.
It may look like this heat is playing having a little effect on these players right now. But the good thing about North Haven, and that's always how it's been, is the rotation of the defensive line. If some guys get tired, they continue to just keep getting more guys that are well composed and ready to go.
Play action, fake to the right side, pass complete, hit by a defender, and is tackled there for a first down.
Number 88, Mike Millay.
Mike Millay there with the first down.
That was a great throw and catch by Rabba.
So first and 10 now, just over 6 minutes to go here. Handoff up the middle. No, it's a fake. Takes it himself. Spins around one defender and gets brought down there. Nice tackle there by Mark Montano. Could have been another first down for Cheshire if it wasn't for Montano.
Could have been a touchdown. That was a touchdown saving tackle right there by Montano.
Second and 10. About 5.5 to go here. Bravo. And he's got pressure on him, and there's the try.
That's a play that can really spark this defense right now. A huge sack right there to make it third and about 15.
Now, this is a name we haven't heard at all last year. That was Carson Kevitt, a senior listed as an offensive lineman, defensive lineman, and long snapper for the North Haven Indians.
And like I said, he's going to have a huge role this year, especially not playing as much last year, but offensively and defensively, he's the center of their offense as well.
Now a third and long for Cheshire. Raba drops back, has some pressure, flag on the play. The pass is complete. Gets the first down marker, but this might be coming back.
Yeah, it was an easy call. 58, pulled down the defender right in front of the ref. Easy call. It's a third and 21.
So flag on Cheshire there brings that back 10 yards, and as you said, it's third and 21. So North Haven coming up big.
Got a nice crowd here tonight.
Very nice crowd.
Very nice crowd.
I mean, it's the first week of the year, but at the same time, North Haven with their North Haven Fair that goes on.
Yes. And it's a much anticipated game right now.
There you see Jack Simon, a guy that we are anticipating to help the Indian offense and defense this year as a two-way player. Big handoff, the screen is complete. Finds a hole and almost got the first down there, but it's short about a couple yards.
Get back to the line of scrimmage.
So it'll be the original line of scrimmage, my bad. I saw the wrong marker there. It's our first game back.
We're all excited. excited. Sorry about that, Michael, but this is a big stop right here. Cheshire not helping their cause. Looking like they were going to go in to possibly score again, but this big sack, the penalty, North Haven's going to get the ball back.
And a punt angle to the near side, picked up by Mark Montano, breaks the tackle, finds a hole, he's got to the sideline, breaks another tackle and is pulled out at the 41-yard line. Another nice return by Mark Montano, giving the Indians another chance to get on the board.
They just have to capitalize. Now, they're starting the past 3 drives, if you think about it, they're at over the 30 or more. So you think they would have a great start of trying to get a touchdown, but that hasn't been the case. Maybe this is the jump start that they needed, defensively and on the special teams.
3:57 to go in the first quarter. North Haven still trying to get on the board for the first time this year. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. And the handoff to Montano, throws it to the right side, complete to Simon. He crosses the 35-yard line, and it's a first down for North Haven, their first down of the night.
And you think the roles would have been reversed on that play. You think Simon would have been throwing that ball. In this case, it's Montano throwing to the big target, and North Haven has a huge first down right now.
That's a 20-yard pass from Montano to Simon there to get it past the 50 for the first time. Not only their first down, they made it worth it by crossing the 50 for the first time tonight. So 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. And the handoff goes to Dodge. Dodge trying to get around the left side, and he can't. He's pushed right out of bounds. So a 6-yard gain there. Just under 3.5 to go here in the first quarter. North Haven trying to get on the board. And in motion, spins around and goes up the gut, and right in front of him a pack of Rams there. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
These are saying pack of pride. They're saying a pack of Rams tonight, huh?
Sophomore Jamoria Hooks there trying to get through the first down marker, but failed to do so. So it's third and 3.
Possible 2-down situation right now.
If it was last year, we would have last year.
Sabrina Frante kicking the ball. You might be able to get a field goal in right here.
Dodge goes to the right side, and he's going to be short of the first down marker. They mark the knee down before the ball. He officially got 1 yard on the play, so 4th and 2. A big decision here for Coach Sagnella. It looks like he's going to go for it.
Yeah, if I'm sorry, you're inside your own territory. You're in their territory. You got to score now. Be a little aggressive right now. Too close to punt the ball. The great thing is you don't know who's going to be getting the ball from North Haven right now.
And there's the run to the left side. Got a hole. He died for it. He got it. I think he got it. It might need to go to a measurement.
Michael Jeffrey on the carry.
Good vision right there by Tommy Dodge. To look at the outside, then have it there, cut back inside, and possibly get the first down right there.
So it will be a measurement. We'll see where it goes.
They're not getting big chunks of yards like they did last year, but they're grinding. As I've seen in the past, this drive especially, they're grinding to get 3-4 yards a pop, which is not a bad thing. If you could tire the defense and continue to tire the defensive line, then you're doing your job. The offensive line looks like they're doing a lot better from the previous 2 drives.
And can't tell from our camera angle here, but they did get the first down. There it is. So 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line for the first time tonight. North Haven is threatening to score.
Got 3 wide right now.
First and 10. Simon is behind center. Next to him is Hook. Simon with a quick pass, and some miscommunication there between Dodge and Simon. Trevor, what happened there?
Right from the start, I was watching Tommy Dodge. He looked like he did a full circle before even seeing the ball go by him. It was, a lot, as you said, definitely a miscommunication by Simon and Dodge.
So it's second and 10 after the incompletion from Simon to Dodge. Second and 10. Simon again behind center. Snap goes to Simon. He rolls right, takes it himself. He'll get a couple of yards. Crosses the 15.
Close to the 15-yard line. Pick up about 7 on the play.
So Simon with a 7-yard carry.
And like I said, they continue to just chew the clock, grinding their yards like North Haven's known for, tiring the defense. That's what Sagnello wants.
Packed crowd here.
That's what Sagnello wants from his players, is to run the football down their throat, tire the defense. And that's what it's been doing so far on this drive.
Third and 3. Simon drops back, throws to his left, completes to Dodge. Dodge crosses the 10-yard line, and that will move the chain. So first and goal
That looks like
at the 10.
That looks like the play that we just saw 2 plays ago. Very similar. This time, great, right on target, Tommy Dodge for the first down.
So they're inside the 10. Ball goes to the left side on the direct snap, gets to about the 7-yard line. That was Dodge with the carry.
When they started this drive, how long did they do? When did they start this drive?
They started the drive around
Do you remember the time on the clock? 2?
It was around 5 minutes and 30 seconds, so they killed about basically the remainder of this quarter here. 30 seconds left in the quarter. They'll call it second and 3 from the 7, a direct snap. Up the gut. Montano drops the ball. And I think he's able to jump back on it.
Scary play right there. Looks like Montano might have had, looks like he was going to get in the end zone, but good play by the Cheshire Ram defender to strip the ball.
And that's going to be the final play of the first quarter. So North Haven is threatening to tie this game up at 7, but after 12 minutes of play, North Haven is trailing the Cheshire Rams.
We have a good one.
Cheshire Rams lead 7-0. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of HB Communications.
So we get set for the start of the second quarter. Cheshire leads 7-0. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV. 3rd and 5, or 3rd and goal from the 5. And it's a handoff to the right side. Throwing is Dodge. Touchdown, North Haven.
Great play call by the Indians. That's the great thing about North Haven, the ball movement. You think you're talking about basketball, but the ball movement in this offense, you never know who's going to get the ball. And it leads to a touchdown.
So it was Tom Dodge to Kyle Malillo.
One of the big targets for North Haven that they're going to rely on. Kyle Malillo is a senior.
So the extra point about to be attempted by Colin Finkel. Dodge with a hold. The kick is up, and we're tied at 7 with 11:55 to go. So first play of the second quarter, North Haven ties it up at 7 with 11:55 to go. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of
Forget Me Not Full Service Flower Shop.
There's the North Haven band.
And that's what you want to see from the North Haven Indians. A long, sustained drive, running the football, throwing. They looked good on that drive, I must say. It looked like the old Indians of last year.
Definitely there. No breakout plays like we used to see, but definitely effective as they killed the last 5.5 minutes of the first quarter and score on the first play of the second quarter as they tie it up 7-7. And there's the kickoff. Ball is returned and going up the gut. Finds a hole and is stopped there at the 30-yard line. Michael Jeffrey with the return there.
Let's see how Cheshire responds to the North Haven long drive. Both defense and offense has a lot of time to rest, and we'll see.
So it's 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. 11:50 to go in the first quarter. Handoff up the gut. And a gain of about 7 on the play. Got it to the 40-yard line.
Seems like Cheshire's already establishing their run game. From the first three drives, it seems like their run game has had great success, carrying about 5 to 6 yards a carry, it seems like. North Haven has to do a better job of getting off the block, making a great tackle too.
2nd down and 2. Handoff to the left side. Got the first down and crosses the 45-yard line nearly at midfield.
Across the 45 to about the 46. Let's turn it over to Cheshire first down.
So again, Cheshire's running attack really getting through this drive, which is actually supposed to be the benefit or the strong part of the North Haven.
It seems like Cheshire's setting the tone right now by running the ball.
Low snap, and that's going to get the defense across the line of scrimmage and stop them there. Zach Orr's the man that gets the tackle there.
It's one of the few times you've seen Cheshire get stopped at the line of scrimmage by the Tribe. A great play on the defensive line, getting a better push, and the linebacker seeing that.
So 2nd and 10 after the no gain on the run. Handoff to the right side, gets around the edge, crosses the 50-yard line, gets to the 47, and the clock will continue to run. Give it a 7-yard run there. So 3rd and 4.
The line of scrimmage will be the 48-yard line. They'll bring up a 3rd down and 3.
Low snap, handoff up the gut, gets the first down, and the chains will move.
Similar to like the last North Haven offense or drive, Cheshire is establishing the run game and continue to just running down North Haven's throat right now. North Haven has to do a better job on the interior linemen to get off their blocks and get a stronger push on the line.
So it's 1st and 10 now as the Rams again cross the 50-yard line. Actually, this is the first time they actually crossed the 50-yard line because they had the ball on their first possession, or second possession, after a blocked punt. Screen to the right side, and gets around the defenders and gets a gain past the 40-yard line.
Number 10, Tommy Wynette. Gain about 5 yards on the play, maybe a little more.
That was Tommy Wynette with the reception there.
This is what you like to see. Well, this is what you see a lot of these teams do nowadays. In pro and college, you see a lot of these screens. Give it to your playmakers and see what they can do with the ball.
9 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Ball snapping it on the ground. Robin can't do anything but dive on it, so it is a sack for North Haven. Jack Clapp officially getting the sack there as he was the closest to the quarterback.
Jack Clapp sighting. Nice, very great play. Nice job by Jack right there.
We actually know his older brother, Pat Clapp.
The good old Pat Clapp. If you really think about it, Cheshire's shooting themselves in the foot right now because they have been establishing the entire game. If you think about it, the last drive, they get the flag, they get the sack. This drive, they just get the fumble, and now they're in a big hole right now at 3rd and 11.
Pressure coming from behind. The throw is incomplete. The Tribe doing a good job there. They didn't get the sack, but they forced a 4th down, and a good job there by the defensive line. That was Matt Rodemacher and Henry Pearson chasing the quarterback.
And that's what you got to do with a quarterback that's low ball. You got to get him out of the pocket because quarterbacks are uncomfortable throwing out of the pocket at times. They like to stay in the pocket, and it was a great job by the North Haven D. They didn't get the sack like you said, but they got him out of the hole. They got him out of the pocket and made him uncomfortable in the bad throw, as you saw.
So North Haven forcing another punt. Montano and Dodge back deep. They've been doing a really good job on special teams, giving the offense good starting position, and that is really a reason why North Haven is able to stay in this game tied with 8:20 to go. There's a punt, and they're going to angle this one, let it roll back, and it is going to be stopped right at the 1-yard line. A great play there by Cheshire.
It's a great punt by the punter.
Now
he did his job, and the special teams, great job flying down there and making sure the ball doesn't get into the end zone. So great job all around by the Cheshire Rams special teams.
Now that is a questionable call, I think, on Mark Montana letting that one go. Having it, I see he's trying to get into the end zone or get end zone for a touchback, but there it bites him in the foot, and now they have to, or shoots him in the foot, and now they have to go 99 yards to score.
It's a tough decision to make. I mean, no matter what, you're going to be inside the 10-yard line. If Montano caught that ball, he was going to be inside. But usually that's what you want to see. If you see a kick like that, you're so close near the end zone, you usually just let it go. It just, like you said, it shot him in the foot at that point.
1st and 10. Ball at the 1-yard line. Simon is going to throw it up in the air, and it goes out of bounds. Cheshire is excited on the bench.
Yeah, there's a flag. He did not get out of the pocket. He threw it. Yes, he got it back to the line of scrimmage, but he did not get out of the tackle box.
But I think Tom Dodge was near the ball.
So they wave it off.
They did wave it off, so no penalty on North Haven. They wave it off, no penalty, as Tom Dodge was near the ball.
Lucky break right there by Simon, the offensive line. Right there, giving up almost a big sack and a safety right there, and giving the total momentum right back to Cheshire.
Simon doing a really great job getting rid of that ball, by the way.
That was a close call right there. So maybe North Haven tried to catch him off guard with the pass and play. Cheshire, great job of, I think, probably making them coming in with a blitz. And Steinman, a great job of getting that ball out of the before getting sacked.
8:03 to go, 2nd and 10 from the 1-yard line. Man in motion. Ball stays up the middle. Able to inch out a couple yards there, but Zach Orth not to do much.
But the objective is to just get out of that end zone as best they can. Even if they don't get a first down, they have to do just as best they can to get out of the 1-yard line situation right now.
Jamoria Hooks comes into the game for North Haven on 3rd down. Guess you say he's the blocking back for Steinman here on a passing situation. Cheshire applying great pressure on Steinman so far in the pass rush. Ball goes to the near side. He's got the first down to the 15, breaks the tackle, gets to the 25-yard line. That was Tom Dodge, I believe, number 8.
And that was a great block. If you saw it on your TV, if you got to see it, that was the reason why that play got such big yardage right there is the block by number 43, Jamari Brooks, taking out 2 defenders right there. That was a great play by the blocking back, as you just said.
So that moves the chains, and North Haven gives themselves a lot of breathing room, and they start 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Dodge picks up 26 on the run.
And now they can go back to what they usually do, which is run the ball, don't have to do anything different, just do their basics. Their bread and butter.
Montano gets a carry, about 1 or 2, not much there.
Picks up a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of North Haven Funeral Home.
Second and 10. Handoff. No, it's a fake. Nice play there by Steinman. He's got the first down. He gets in near the 40-yard line.
That's a great read by Jack Steinman, keeping the ball, making a smart decision right there, and getting another North Haven first down. Indians past two drives, sustaining the run game, establishing the run game, and getting big 10 to 12-yard pops right now, which we didn't see in the first couple drives.
First and 10 now as the chains move.
Jewelers.
Quick snap there. They get gain of 3 as Tom Dodge again with the carry.
If they can continue to get 3 to 4 to 5 yards a pop, that's not a bad thing.
Gain of 3 yards on the play. Brings up second down and 7.
Second and 7. Ball at the 43-yard line. Snap. And the handoff goes to Hooks. And like the old Brandon Jacobs there, poofing his way to the first down marker.
He was rumbling, bumbling, stumbling to the first down. Another first down for the Indians, third and this drive. I have to say both teams are establishing the run game, though, throughout this game. The Rams have been struggling to stop North Haven the past couple drives, and North Haven has been struggling to stop the Rams.
North Haven go with a no huddle here. Have to wait for the chains to move before they can do anything, though. Ball is snapped. Dodge gets tripped up at the line of scrimmage.
Great tackle right there. The number 58. What a great tackle.
About a yard on the play. So it's going to be second down and 9.
Nick Nelson with the tackle there for Cheshire. Second and 9. North Haven in Cheshire territory now. Steinman drops back, looks left, throws a bomb to the left side. It is incomplete. Dodge trying to make the grab there, but the ball hits the ground. Or excuse me, that was Mark Montano. My apologies.
That's the great thing about Steinman. You see that throw and you go, oh, wow. That's a great throw.
And as I asked in the pregame show, what are they going to do with the passing game? And we already see that they are incorporating a lot more passing in the offense this year than they did last year when, by now it would have been a 21-0 game. Now they incorporate the passing game, and it's now a passing down, 3rd and 9. Steinman is the quarterback behind center. Gets the snap, fakes the handoff, takes it himself, gets through a hole, spinning around. He is just short of the first down marker.
It hasn't been Steinman with his arm tonight. It's been more of his leg and the decision-making that he's been keeping the ball, reading the defense right there. His decision-making is impressing me so far throughout the first half, I'd have to say. You would think it's his arm, but in this case, and throughout the game, it's been his leg. So they're going for it.
Very tough call here. Ball at the 41-yard line, 4th and 2. Hooks behind center, takes the snap, runs it himself. He's got the first down.
I like the call. Very gutsy call, but I like it. Have faith in your blockers and give your ball to your playmakers. I like the call by Sagnello.
Jamoria Hooks, a name we did not hear at all last year, wasn't on the roster.
Yes, he's a newcomer. And he's already made his presence felt so far throughout the first half with his blocking and getting big yardage. Not big. When we say big yardage, we're talking about first downs, 4 to 5 yards a pop. Key yardage that you need for the Indians to sustain the run game.
1st and 10 from the 38. Steinman drops back, has pressure, throws the left side. The pass complete to Tom Dodge. He gets to the defense. He splits up. He can go all the way. Touchdown, Indians! Tom Dodge, his second touchdown of the game. He passed for one earlier. He receives it this time. Touchdown, North Haven takes the lead.
And that's what you do. You establish your run game, get the defenders getting closer into the box, and you make a play like that.
A 38-yard reception touchdown from Steinman to Dodge. All on a bubble screen there. Bubble screen. Great play for North Haven.
I love the call.
And Colin Finkel, not to be confused with Ray Finkel, to kick the extra point. Good hold by Dodge. Kick is up. It is good. So with 4:03 to go in the second quarter, North Haven now leads 14-7. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of Arnold's Jewelers.
Sessions of the game, they had a punt block, which led to Cheshire's only score of the game. But since then, North Haven with 14 unanswered points.
This is a back-and-forth game. We'd say round one went to the Rams, and now as we see it, round two has gone to the Indians. You're seeing a really good balance attack by North Haven. You're not seeing majority run carries, but you're seeing a lot of passing, like you said, in the pregame and throughout the game.
Finkel with a big booming kick there, and it will be received at the 5-yard line. They go to the far side, gets to the sideline, and is hit. Gets a couple more yards before getting tackled, just shy of the 35-yard line.
This is a big drive for North Haven, possibly getting the ball back before half. And trying to extend this lead to a 2-possession game.
So we'll start at the 34-yard line. First and 10 for Cheshire. They have less than 4 minutes to get this game tied. And their running attack has been pretty efficient so far.
I just think, they've been doing pretty well in North Haven. I think it's just themselves hurting themselves. Sacks, giving up sacks, penalties, and some turnovers.
And a screen pass there is complete. Across the 40, gets to the sideline to the 50, 45, 40. Gets behind the defender, 30, 25. He can go all the way. And just like that, Cheshire is an extra point away from tying this game.
There's another bubble screen. These screens nowadays, this is the new thing. The bubble screens, give it to your playmakers and see what they do with the ball. And as you saw, that was a huge play.
Mike Malaya with the touchdown there. A huge touchdown for Cheshire. They're now an extra point away from tying this game.
And now the momentum has completely gone on the Cheshire Rams side now. A quick play right there, 16 seconds.
Just like that, we're tied 16 seconds later, and we're about to get the extra point coming.
That arm tackling, too, as well.
That is always a killer on the defensive side of the ball.
A lot of arm tackling I've seen throughout the North Haven, throughout this game so far. They have to definitely work on that. The coaches have to talk to them throughout the halftime.
High snap, but a hold is good and the kick is good. And we're tied at 14. 3:39 to go here in the second quarter. Tied up at 14. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of HB Communications.
To go here in the second quarter. North Haven leads, or excuse me, now we're tied. They were leading.
Jumping ahead of them.
They were leading 14-7, but 16 seconds later, Cheshire ties it up on a big receiving touchdown off the screen to Mike Malia from
two bubble screens that we've seen off a long touchdown.
So now more than ever, North Haven needs a great return from Dodge and Montano, I should say. Both teams with all their timeouts here. Those might come into play as the closing minutes come here in the first half. It's a good kick there. And this one will be returned. And they get to the 25-yard line.
Dodge on the return out to the 25-yard line.
Dodge was the returner on that one.
So 3:33 remaining in the half.
There's the Cheshire crowd that came traveling from Cheshire tonight to watch their team play against North Haven.
They always bring a good crowd. I'm not surprised.
25-yard line. First and 10 from the 25-yard line. North Haven has 3 minutes and 33 seconds to take back the lead before the half is up. Ball snap, handoff. Looks like they're going to try the halfback pass again. This one is complete to Jack Simon. He crosses the 40-yard line, a first down. That time, Mark Montano to Jack Simon.
We saw that earlier in the game
We saw that earlier. Montano to Simon, again connecting for a 15-plus yard. But there is a flag on the play, so this one's coming back.
and maybe a holding on the tackle. Yes, it's coming back. Yep.
So it is a North Haven hold there.
So what you would have thought would have been a 1st and 10 at about the 40-yard line. It goes back all the way to about the 10-yard line.
That's a huge penalty that North Haven just committed, and Stagg can't be happy about that one.
No coach is ever happy with penalties, Michael. It hurts your team. It has to go back to the drawing board pretty much.
So now, instead of 1st and 10 from the 40, it is now 1st and 20
And North Haven
from the 8.
And North Haven is not known as a team that likes to throw the ball deep. So this kind of puts them back into a huge hole right now. So we have to see what North Haven makes the most of this 1st and 20 situation right now.
Huge penalty there. Let's see how North Haven bounces back. Simon drops back, looks to throw, gets it outside the defender. He's got pressure, and he is going to be sacked. Is it a safety?
It looks like he might have been. It depends on. Nope, he's at the 1.
They're going to call forward progress at the 1-yard line.
It's a good call.
So now it's 2nd down and 27, or excuse me, 33 now, 33. This is a long 2nd down. Simon needs to throw that ball there, Trevor.
Yeah, I mean, every time you see Steinman go back, it seems like he's getting pressured. The offensive line's having a hard time right now. Cheshire's doing a great job of getting the first punch in, and that's why you're seeing these defenders getting into the backfield and causing havoc for Steinman and make him uncomfortable.
Direct snap up the middle, goes nowhere.
Zach Orth on the carry.
Zach Orth was the ball carrier, and as you see at the bottom of your screen, Steinman and Coach Sagnella are having an exchange of words, and we have a timeout here.
About 2 yards on the play.
Well, it's a tough situation right now. Steinman's trying to make plays and trying to do his best job to view the field, but he's not having enough time because the offensive line is giving. Cheshire's all defensive line is getting the punt. It's just getting a better push right now.
So North Haven calls the timeout, I believe, with 2:02 to go here in the 2nd quarter. We'll take a timeout too. You're watching North Haven High School football on NHTV.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of North Haven Funeral Home.
After the timeout, North Haven has a long 3rd down here, 3rd and 31 from the 4-yard line. The snap, Steinman throws right. The pass is just far. Montano had a step on him, but the ball was just overthrown by Steinman, and it's going to be 4th and long. North Haven forced the punt with 2 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter.
Even if they completed that pass, it still would have been a long 4th and 8. So you think about that. It looked like a nice long throw that usually would become a 1st down. It still had 8 yards away. That's what happens with the penalty, the huge penalty, and almost a safety. Cheshire, nice job of playing great defense. Also bad part on the North Haven offense right now, giving up almost another sack, as well as the big penalty.
So even with a good punt here, Cheshire will have the ball past the 50-yard line, and it is going to be received at the 35-yard line and stopped right there.
That's a questionable fair catch call because he didn't have a guy about maybe 5 or 10 yards away. He probably could have caught that and gained even more yards.
I think on that one there, you don't take the risk of getting a fumble on the play, even if you were to return it, and then you keep the clock at, you lose what, a second or two on that one. So
either way, they start at great field position right now. That's a 35-yard line. And Cheshire, with the way they've been running the ball and coming up with big plays, it doesn't look like that'd be too hard for them to get another 6.
So I'm not sure how Ethan Bronson's foot is for Cheshire, but maybe a first down to get them in field goal range. Pass to the right side is complete, and they get it to the 30-yard line. Mike Malaya with the reception there. He had the touchdown that tied the game for Cheshire. Clock continues to run here in the second quarter. Jack Rava gets the snap, looks right, throws right again, and it is complete. Tommy Wynock.
It looked like that was the exact same play. A good little slant, and it's another first down for the Rams.
So the chains will move here. So the quick slants and the bubble screens are helping Cheshire now after a good rush attack started them out in the beginning of the game. Rava looks left, throws, pass is complete, and he's going to be stopped for no gain there. A great play.
It's a great one-on-one tackle right there from saving for possibly another first down.
Corbin Pecora there, younger brother of Cole Pecora, who had a great run here at North Haven.
And Quincy Pecora.
So down to the final minute here in the second quarter. North Haven with 2 timeouts, Cheshire with all 3 of theirs. Ball at the 20-yard line. Looks right, throws right. It's a screen play to Malaya. Loses his footing, but able to still get some yardage on the play. Clock continues to run.
Finally brought down.
And Cheshire calls a timeout.
Zach Sullivan and Mark Montana on that tackle. Cheshire will call a timeout. It'll be a third down.
So this is a big third down, Trevor. Big third down as Cheshire takes a timeout. We'll take a timeout too. North Haven and Cheshire are tied with 36 seconds to go in the second quarter. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of
Forget Me Not Full Service Flower Shop.
So the crowd needs to get louder than ever before right now.
This is a big third down right now. Try to hold them to a field goal. As we've heard, the Cheshire kicker has a pretty good leg, so if you can hold them to 3 points, that's a successful drive for the North Haven Indians.
3rd and 5. Ball at the 16-yard line. A big third down here.
If I were the North Haven Indians, I'm watching the quick slants, short intermediate routes, what Cheshire's been doing all night. They haven't really taken a shot deep. So if I'm North Haven, I'm playing tight on the receivers.
Man in motion goes from far to near side. Pass to Malaya, and the ball is incomplete. A great play there by the defense, and holds them to a 4th down. Now Cheshire has a decision to make.
And it was another quick slant. That one almost got a 6 points right there for the Rams. But great play by the defender to not give up.
So this is going to be 4th and 5, and a field goal attempt for Cheshire.
About a 32-yard field goal.
It'll be from 32 yards. And a timeout called by North Haven. So don't try to freeze the kicker with 32 seconds.
Try to pull a Graham now.
North Haven calls their second timeout. We're tied at 14. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of HB Communications.
So it is a 32-yard field goal attempt with 32 seconds to go. Ethan Bronson, we were told that his longest career field goal was 46 yards, so this should be a chip shot for him. The hold is good. The kick is up. It is good.
Kick is up and it is good.
They weren't kidding.
Division I kid right there. 32-yard field goal.
The 32-yard field goal is good, so Cheshire now leads 17-14 with 28 seconds to go in the half.
Attention all spectators in the house. Gloria Ellis, if you can please report to the press box. We found an item of yours that was returned.
So a big kickoff or field goal there for Cheshire as they take the 3-point lead with 28 seconds to go, Trev. Do you try with, now they only have one timeout, so basically you're going to have to get good field position just to have any attempt at some points here.
If I'm North Haven right now, I'm just running the ball, getting to halftime, make your adjustments, and hope for the second half, a better second half, defensively and offensively. And when it comes to better, I'm talking about the little things, the blocking, the tackling, the miscommunication, the miscues, the penalties. They got to do a better job in trying to cleaning it up for the second half.
And Cheshire will get the ball back at the start of the second half. Remember, they deferred on the coin toss.
So they will get the ball back.
So it's a booming kick. This one goes to Dodge. Tries to go through the wedge, can't do so, and he'll be stopped at the 25-yard line.
And if I'm North Haven, I'm Coach Sagnella, I'm taking a knee or I'm running the ball and going to halftime. Only down 3.
You know, not the typical North Haven team that we're used to seeing the last couple of years, but this is what happens when they reformat the division and they play much tougher teams. Well, yes, Cheshire last year, they finished 4-6, but that's a tough 4-6 that they had to play.
Well, it's also they're very young. They lost a lot on the offensive line, D-line. You lost your almost your whole backfield. You lost your kicker. You lost a lot last year. They're a very young team. That's the thing.
So the clock will run out as Simon takes the knee. So they will go to the half trailing 17-14, and I'm going to have to check the record books on the last time North Haven was trailing going into the half. They did not do that at all last year, going to the half.
Maybe the state championship, but if you want to just do regular season, no, they were not.
So Coach Sagnella has a lot of talking, a lot of motivation to talk about here with his team, and we'll see how they come out of the locker room.
It's only a couple things. It's only, I mean, the miscues, the blocking. They got to hold their blocks. They got to tackle a lot better. They're establishing a good run game. Those are the positive parts. They're passing the ball well. Both teams are running the ball extremely well and passing. When I talk passing, short intermediate routes, that's what you're doing. But Cheshire is doing a better job defensively, getting to the quarterback, making Jack Steinman uncomfortable, and the penalties. If they can cut down those penalties and the pressure, North Haven could come back with a big start into the second half.
We'll come back with the first half statistics and keys to the second half. Until then, you're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of North Haven Funeral Home.
At the half, North Haven leads, or North Haven trailing. I'm so used to saying North Haven leads at the half, but for the first time since we've been doing it here on NHTV, North Haven actually trailing at the end of the half with a score of 17-14, trailing the Cheshire Rams. Michael Valenti alongside Trevor Keys. Trevor, one thing that I've noticed with this offense that we have not seen in the last 2 years is it's been pretty inconsistent. They've had their moments where, you know, they put the points on the board, but at the same time, they were very stagnant at other times.
The first couple drives you saw them being stagnant, getting 2 3-and-outs in a row. But the thing that I like to see that I'm seeing throughout the first half is the balance attack that they have right now. They're throwing the ball well. They're running the ball still successful. They're not gaining the big 40-yard, 50-yard touchdown runs, but they're grinding 5, 6, 7 yards a pop, which I'm liking to see. That's the good thing. Like you said, we're not used to seeing this type of North Haven offense.
but it's better we're seeing this type of North Haven offense because it shows a sign of growth and improvement. It's the first game of the year. You got 9 more games left. That's the good thing. It's one game, and they're doing pretty well. They got a good balance attack with Steinman, Montano, Dodge. I like what I'm seeing.
32-yard field goal by Ethan Bronson separates these two teams. Other than that, I think both teams have been pretty well evenly matched. Both teams have shown signs on the running game. They've shown signs in the passing game, doing a lot of short yardage with yards after the catch. We saw Mike Malia with a big touchdown reception for Cheshire. We saw Tom Dodge with a touchdown reception. He has 2 touchdowns in this game. Does he need to be the playmaker here in the second half, or does someone else have to step up?
No, I think he has to continue to do what he's been doing in the first half, but I really think you need to get the ball to Mark Montano. I think Mark Montano is going to be a big reason into why North Haven will win this game. He has to continue to get the ball because when he has the ball in his hands, he looks like his brother. He's fast, he's elusive, he got great vision. You got to get your playmakers the ball. They're doing that with Steinman, Dodge, Brooks too, or Jamari Brooks. But you got to get Mark Montano more involved in the game if they have a shot of winning this game. The offensive line is one more thing that I noticed throughout the first half, and that is they're getting beat. They're getting beat up in the trenches right now. That's the biggest thing that I have seen. Every time Steinman drops back, it seems like he gets uncomfortable, and he's getting sacks usually. The offensive line has to do a much better job of protecting Steinman and giving him a little more time because he does have some open receivers during those plays, just doesn't have the time. Defensively, I think they got to do a better job of tackling.
Cheshire will start with the ball in the second half.
This is a big drive right now for North Haven. They have to come out hungry, ready to tackle, ready to prove to Cheshire. Now, the first half was an experiment of what we're not used to seeing because they've lost. But they should be ready now. All the butterflies, all the people that never played, all the butterflies are gone. It's the second half. It's a whole new ball game.
If you're Coach Sagnella, what did you tell the team at halftime?
If I'm Coach Sagnella, I'm telling you, just play your game. Just do what we've been teaching you for the past couple months in spring. And now during the past couple weeks with training camp and these scrimmages. Do your job. Do your assignment. And just have fun. There's nothing better than playing football on their Friday night lights, in front of the fans, in front of your families. There's nothing better than playing football, the best games in our country, and have fun. It's a great opportunity. This is a great game. You shouldn't be nervous about it. Just play your game. Sorry about that. If you mess up on a play, just get right back up and just do it again the next play. That's if I'm Sags, and I know he talked to him in a different way that I would have. But I know that's what he's telling. Just play your game, but play smarter.
Coming up next, the second half. You're watching North Haven High School football on NHTV. It's Friday Night Football.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of Arnold's Jewelers.
Set here for the second half. North Haven will kick off. Cheshire had won the toss and deferred, so they will receive. Michael Jeffrey and Eric Angelo will be back to receive the kick. For the Rams, Colin.
We get set for the start of the second half. North Haven kicking it off to Cheshire as they trail by 3. Ball's kicked to the far side and will be received there by Jeffrey. Crosses the 35, the 30, got a flag on the play. Ball at the 35-yard line. This one might come back a little bit for a hold. Let's see what the play is. Holding on the receiving team, so Cheshire will lose some yards after the good return by Jeffrey.
That's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the infraction. So Cheshire will start 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line.
So the ball will now be at the 22-yard line after all the penalties. A big drive here to start the second drive, or the second half for Cheshire. 1st and 10. Handoff is up the middle and stopped there at the gut. A good way to fill out that hole. It was Vin Anastasio there with the tackle. 2nd down and 4. Second down and 4. Handoff goes to the right side. And this one might be short of the first down, maybe by a couple inches.
So it's a big play right now for the North Haven D, as it's 3rd and 1. Come out from the half and get a 3 and out would be a huge momentum builder for the offense.
3rd down and 2 is the official mark. Handoff up the gut. And we'll see what they mark it. It looks like they did pass the first down marker, so we'll reset it, move the chains. It's a first down for Cheshire.
And that's just the offensive line just doing their part and getting a better push.
So now with the ball at the 34-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Cheshire moving the chains on their first possession here. They go in shotgun formation with 3 wide receivers, 2 on the far side. Handoff goes to the far side, gets around the edge, crosses the first down marker, crosses midfield, and we have a flag on the play. This one might be coming back.
Knocked out of bounds by Tom Dodge inside the 45, but there's a flag on the play. It's going to be holding.
And it's holding against Cheshire.
Like I said, Cheshire recently was doing it early in the first half. They're shooting themselves in the foot right now, continuing to get big plays, but yet not playing smart because of the penalties, and they're shooting themselves in the foot. They're hurting themselves.
Shooting themselves in the foot.
Yes, a little tongue twister.
I know football is usually a fall season, but it's hot, and I think it's affecting us, Trevor.
It's affecting everybody right now, Michael.
With temperatures near 90 this afternoon and near 90 tomorrow. 4 wide receivers out for Cheshire, 3 on the near side. It's a bubble screen there. That's Wynock. He gets it to the 40, gain of about 5 or 6 on first down.
And they had that stop for a gain of about 2 or 3 or 4 yards, and it goes to about 7 yards. Bad tackling continuing on the North Haven D.
Second and 3. Ball at the 41-yard line. Again, shotgun formation. Jack Raba with the low snap, able to hand it off, and there's a nice tackle there.
That's a big tackle right there by number 43. Jamari Brooks playing a great part offensively and defense.
As a sophomore, Jamoria Hook's doing a great job today on both sides of the ball. He's been blocking, he's been tackling.
He's doing it all right now. He's playing well for a sophomore.
You don't really see a lot of sophomores at the varsity level, so if you do see that, it's one of 2 reasons. 1, you're lacking depth at that position, or 2, you're very good at what you do, or a combination.
Could be a combination.
So it's 3rd and 2. Pitch goes back and it's on the ground. They're able to dive on it back, but this one will be a loss of 8 yards on a big play there. Jack Raba trying to pitch it back to his running back.
And like I said, Cheshire continues to shoot themselves in the foot. It looked like they possibly had a first down right there, maybe, and they lose the ball. It's a fumble, and they lose yards, and now they have to punt the ball and go play defense.
Officially a loss of 7 yards, so 4th and 9 from the 35. This will give North Haven good field position on their first possession of the second half. This one going to punt to Montano, and he muffs it, and Cheshire's going to dive on it. And just when you thought Cheshire shot themselves in the foot, North Haven shoots it right back.
The miscues. There's been a lot of sloppy play right now by both teams. They'll fumble with the ball on the ground a lot. And it continues. Montana with a big drop, but he has to keep his head up. As I'm looking at him right now, his head's down right now. He's probably down on himself. His teammates got to pick him up. He's a big part right now. He's in the secondary. Have your teammates, the captain, Max Sullivan, should go over to him and keep his head up right now because he looks a little down on the big play. Come and make a play right now and change all of that.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. 8 minutes to go, so 4 minutes off the clock here in the third quarter already. Cheshire, after causing a fumble themselves, recover a muff punt, handoff to the left side, gain of 2 on the play.
It's a good play by the linebacker, reading that out right from the start and making a nice play. Instead of extending it to maybe 5 or 6 yards, it goes for only a 2-yard gain. Great play by number 41.
Might have gained a yard on the play, so we'll make it 2nd down and 9.
That was Jack Clapp, number 41. 2nd and 9 from the 30-yard line. 3 wide receivers on the near side with a lone receiver on the far side. Rabba gets a snap, fakes the pass, and goes handoff up the middle. The halfback draw gets about 5 yards. Not a big fan of the halfback draw. I mean, 9 times out of 10.
We're Giants fans, so we really don't like the draw.
9 times out of 10, anytime I see that play, it doesn't work. But maybe at the high school level, it's easier to perfect.
Yeah, but it depends on the blocking, too. It always depends on the blocking. It's a good play to catch the defense off guard. I always like the call.
3rd and 6 from the 27-yard line. 2 wide receivers on the near side. And the ball's on the ground. And he has to take a knee. So it'll be 4th down. The 2nd time in a row they have a fumble on 3rd down, causing the offense to stop dead at their tracks.
It doesn't look like either team wants to really hold on to this ball right now. As I've seen from the start of the second half, nobody wants to gain possession of this ball. Both teams are really kicking themselves in the rear end right now because of the sloppy play, having the ball on the ground.
And from the 31-yard line, Cheshire rolling the dice on 4th and 10. They're going for it.
It's a gutsy call right now.
It would be a 48-yard field goal. The pass to left side is complete. That was to Jeffrey, and they get the 1st down. A really gutsy call, but that could be the moment in this game that turns everything around and lets the domino fall for North Haven there.
It was a great throw and catch right there from his rabbi to his receiver. Now, North Haven has to hold him. If they can hold him to a field goal, it's another momentum builder right there because you're holding them. Instead of making it a 2-possession game, it's only a 1-possession game. So North Haven has to keep their heads up.
Low snap, pressure, throws in the pressure, pass is complete, and they get about 2 yards on the play. So the North Haven defensive line still trying to get to Jack Rabba there, but still not much luck. So it'll be 2nd and 8 now from the 9-yard line. So clock continues to run as we're at 5 minutes left in the 3rd. Screen pass is complete to Jeffrey, misses a tackle, tries to dive into the end zone. They got the 1st down, but will be short of the touchdown. But at 1st and goal from the 1-yard line, Cheshire is a small run away from making this a 2-possession game, and we have an injury on the play.
That's a bad job right there. Max Sullivan's part of over-pursuing right there, missing a tackle and then another tackle, missing 2 tackles on that. Could have set up a 3rd down. Instead, it's a 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. Continuing bad tackle of the North Haven Indians right now.
4:51, 17-14. Cheshire leads an injury timeout. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of
Forget Me Not Full Service Flower Shop.
With the injured player there, and that's a huge injury for North Haven. It looks like a leg injury. Don't know if it's a cramp or what.
Could be a cramp. Heating conditions right now.
He goes down to the ground on the bench. He looks like it's his left leg, so he'll be stretching that one out. As we have first and goal from the 1. Handoff up the middle, and it is a touchdown for Cheshire.
And Levineski is in for 1 yard for the Cheshire touchdown.
So 4:43 to go, and Cheshire has now taken a 23-14 lead.
Capitalizing on the turnover by Montana.
A muff punt turns into 6 points and possibly 7 after the Ethan Bronson extra point. North Haven last year finishing the regular season 10-0, winning both their home games in the state tournament. And now they trail 24-10 with 24-14 with 4:43 to go in the third. So North Haven with a big possession here, trailing by 10. We'll see how they bounce back here. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of North Haven Funeral Home.
4:43 to go in the third quarter. Cheshire tacks on to their lead and now leads by 10, 24-14 over the North Haven Indians, who look to extend their winning streak at Mike Vanacore Field and their regular season winning streak, which is in jeopardy here as there's just over 16 minutes to go in this game. A good kick from Bronson, and without Dodge, we have a new returner, and it's a good return. Gets to the sideline, shakes off a couple tacklers, still on the sideline, pushed out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
Across the 35, out of bounds, up to the 40-yard line.
Devin Brockamer with a nice return there.
They've been having great field position all game. From the start of the game to right now, it's another great return. Let's see if North Haven can capitalize on the good field position.
So now with the muff punt, Cheshire able to kill a lot of time here, and just over 8 minutes, or just under 8 minutes into the third quarter, and North Haven's just getting the ball back for the first time. Steinman fakes the handoff, takes it himself, breaks a couple tackles, still on his feet, still moving, and he gets a gain of 9, a hard-working, hard-deserving 9 yards, and another injured player.
Injury timeout.
This one is Carson Tebbets.
Might look like another cramp right now. This is where the players need to start definitely watering up. The heat's still in effect.
It is an 8-yard gain. It will be 2nd and 2 when we come back. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of Arnold's Jewelers.
.423 to go in the third quarter as we see Carson Tebbets come off the ground and walking back, and a nice ovation for him. He seems to be okay. He's walking off the field fine. Again, the leg cramps are starting to haunt the North Haven Indians here.
Those are devastating. Those hurt. Let me tell you, as a ex-football player, those hurt. Those take a toll on you.
So, a lot of people do not put into consideration what proper nutrition and hydration can do for a player. Any athlete, any person. And right there,
it's showing during this game.
2nd and 2 after the 8-yard run from Steinman. He takes it himself. He's got the first down. Carries it around the 50-yard line.
I tell you, I'm really impressed with Jack Steinman right now. The way he's
the decision making and his throwing and his running especially, keeping the ball. I'm liking what I see from Jack Steinman right now through the with his legs.
He's also received a couple big passes from Mark Montano.
He's doing it all. Like we said, Steinman is going to be a massive key for them to be successful.
Direct snap goes to the right side. Finds a hole, gets to the 40-yard line, and it's another first down. Cheshire looking for a flag there, but don't get one.
And the reason for that first down, great block by number 2, Corbin Pecora.
The younger brother of Cole Pecora.
The youngest of the Pecora brothers. Great block by the Pecora brothers.
North Haven trying to go no huddle there, but the referee kills the play before it starts because the chains were not set. In high school football, when there is a first down, the clock stops automatically, has the chains move, and then once the chains are set, play resumes.
Just like college.
So if you're not familiar with college or high school football, only watch the professional game, it makes it very hard to have no huddles like North Haven was trying to do there. First and 10 from the 38-yard line. Direct snap to Steinman. He bumps into his own man, and we'll probably get to the original line, and that's it.
Miscommunication on that part right there from Steinman and one of his backs.
I'm sure Steinman's going to have some words with somebody. Nelson with the tackle, assisted by I'm not sure who for the Indians, but definitely got an assist there, which he won't get credit for on the stat sheet. Second and 10. Direct snap goes to Orth, and he'll take it with the Steinman being the lead blocker. Flag on the play. This one might be coming back as Steinman might have been called for a hold.
Penalty marker on the...
And another flag comes out.
Another flag.
So extracurricular activity. Mark Montano slow to get up, but he's okay as he gets back to the huddle. We got 2 flags. Let's see if they offset or are they on one team.
Looks like one's on Cheshire and one it could be, yeah, offsetting penalties right now.
Let's see what we have from the referee. A hold against North Haven.
There's a holding call against North Haven.
And a personal foul on Cheshire, so those offset.
It stays right where it started.
So the hold came first, so Cheshire, they're doing a bad job on the after-curricular activities, causing the penalties to offset.
And they continue to hurt themselves.
So they will mark off.
Instead of making it
yards for the penalty against North Haven.
And then go.
They will mark off 15 yards for the penalty for Cheshire.
So in a...
It's not like the NFL like last night.
It's a rare situation, but in high school football, they take the net yardage for the offsetting penalties instead of them both negating each other. So with the 15-yard penalty for Cheshire, North Haven actually gains 5 yards instead of 15 yards. So something's better than nothing. From the 34-yard line, it's second and 6. And another penalty, this one on Cheshire, and they know it.
I've never understood how a defensive lineman, especially the nose guard, goes off when he is right over the center in the ball.
Gets a little antsy.
He is a big boy, though.
So with that, it is going to be second and inches with the 5-yard penalty. Steinman is behind center. Gets the snap, goes to the right side, bounces back, finds a hole. He's got the first down.
Jack Steinman on the carry.
Nice vision by Jack Steinman right now. Good decision making.
For North Haven, first down.
So the clock runs under 2 minutes, so North Haven doing a good job here on their first possession of the third quarter, which they started with just under 5 minutes to go. So moving again, and this like one, Cheshire. Another encroachment penalty on Cheshire.
It could be on Cheshire. Cheshire is saying.
Let's see if there was a little bit of movement on North Haven, but I think that was encroachment on Cheshire.
false
No, they call it a false start. Wow.
Legal procedure against the Indians.
I definitely saw the movement from Cheshire. I don't know where North Haven. I don't know where North Haven made the movement.
Must have been drawn offside.
Steinman fakes it. The pass to Montano is caught behind him. Touchdown! Indians!
Great decision making by Jack Steinman. A great throw right over this defender. Gets it into one of his best playmakers, Mark Montano. And the Indians are right back in it.
Jack Steinman having himself a game tonight.
Yes, he is. Great decision making. Smart. He's not forcing anything. He's playing very smart. He's playing like a true leader right now and a true quarterback.
And Jack Steinman in the bench right now trying to get this crowd going. The cheerleaders got the crowd going. And we're an extra point away from making this a one-possession game, a field goal separating the two teams.
A huge drive in North Haven, needed a big drive, and they capitalized.
Colin Finkel kicks it through the uprights, and it's a three-point game with less than 90 seconds to go in the third. 24-21. North Haven still trailing, but this game's not over yet. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of HB Communications.
Jack Steinman and Mark Montano
Throughout the year.
for the touchdown, as they are now the North Haven Indians are now trailing by 3. Just under 90 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Colin Finkel with a false start there. They don't call it. And now the kick is made, and it's a short kick as the ball is received by Jeffrey. Misses a tackle there, avoids another tackle, and eventually brought down at the 35-yard line. Good job there by Mike Jeffrey, avoiding a couple tackles there. Was that good movement on Jeffrey, or was that poor tackling by North Haven?
A combination of both. Good breaking the tackle, but still North Haven continues throughout this game. Bad tackling, a lot of arm tackles. They're going to be, I can assure you that that coaching staff will be heavy on hitting this coming week and learning the basics of hitting and tackling, because they're doing a very poor job right now throughout this game of tackling.
Jack Clapp slow to get back to the bench after the kickoff. He was favoring his right arm as he was coming back from the bench. We'll see if he comes back later on in this game, but it's 1st and 10 for Cheshire at the 36-yard line with 1:18 to go in the third.
This is a big drive because, you know, Cheshire's been running the ball a lot, wasting clock, so North Haven's going to have to get out of here. Another bubble screen.
And this one is a gain of about 4.
But another missed tackle as well. Yes, they give up only 4 yards, but that could have been possibly a 2-yard reception. Instead, it's a 4-yard reception.
I'm sure when they review the tape tomorrow, Coach Sagnell is going to definitely point that out.
Yes.
So it'll be 2nd and 6 as the clock continues to run. Under a minute to go now. Cheshire doing a really good job killing the clock in this game. They really have taken control of this game. And we have an official timeout. Looks like we have an issue with a helmet. And everything is situated there. Joe Gargano, defensive back for North Haven, had an issue with his face mask. 2nd and 6. Handoff up the middle. Ball is loose! And diving on it is Raba. Touching him down is Jack Steinman.
That ball is all over the place today.
So one thing that we did see a lot last year with North Haven is that they were able to put the ball on the ground on the defensive side. They were able to force that ball loose. Haven't converted a fumble recovery yet, but still that ball has been down 4 or 5 times by Cheshire.
Well, on both teams, if you think about it, Cheshire and North Haven, it's been all over the place.
And that's going to be the final play of the third quarter, as Cheshire will start the fourth quarter with the ball, 3rd and 9 from the 36-yard line.
Big play.
North Haven still trailing here, 3 quarters in, 12 minutes to go in the game. They trail 24-21. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of North Haven Funeral Home.
We get started with the fourth quarter here. Michael Valenti alongside Trevor Keys for Friday Night Football on NHTV. 12 minutes to go, Trevor. Something we did not see at all last year at Mike Vanacore Field, and that's the North Haven Indians trailing going into the fourth quarter.
They trailed throughout this whole game, entire game. In the first quarter they trailed, the second quarter, and now the third quarter. Maybe they'll change the stake at the fourth quarter and come out with a big W.
3rd and 9. Fake handoff from Raba. Throws deep. Flag on the play. And the ball is on the ground. Tom Dodge is back in the game. He was injured earlier in the third quarter.
Holding against the Rams.
So it's a holding penalty against the Rams.
They should decline it.
And with the incompletion, it looks like it will be declined. So Cheshire will be forced to punt.
And that penalty will be declined. So
It'll be Dodge and Montano to receive the punt. They've been doing a great job getting North Haven good field position tonight.
I think the return game has been the probably one of the most valuable pieces tonight in the success of their offense, and scoring 21 points is the field position. You have to always look in a football game who has better field position throughout the game, and it seems like both teams have had it, and that's why it's been such a close encounter so far.
The punt angled towards Montano. He lets this one by, and this time it's a good idea because it dies out at the 20-yard line. Earlier in the game, if you're just joining us, he let a ball by him. Thought it was going to go in the end zone for a touchback, and Cheshire doing a really great job killing that ball at the 1-yard line.
And almost was a safety that drive.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line with 11:42 to go in the fourth quarter. Michael Valenti alongside Trevor Keys. Don't forget, at the end of the game, we'll have our Diamond Player of the Game brought to you by Arnold's Jewelers, the North Haven Diamond Center. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. And Dodge trying to throw it out. Finds a receiver. It is complete to Kyle Malillo. His feet were in. What a catch. What a play by Tom Dodge.
What a throw and catch right there. Looked like he was looking like he was going to throw that ball away. But great job by the receiver coming back and making a play and keeping the 2 feet in bounds. Even though it only counts as 1 in high school. It's only 1 foot, but it didn't matter. Great throw, great catch. That's a first down for the Indians.
A 25-yard reception from Tom Dodge to Kyle Malillo to move the chains. 1st and 10 from the 35. Orth goes to the far side, gets around the edge, got a first down, and gets just short of midfield. A nice run there of 14 yards for Zach Orth. First down, Indians.
But also great blocking on the edge right there. Great blocking and getting Orth a North Haven Indian first down. It's just the continuing on the edge has been the blocking. That's why you've seen these big runs when it comes to the outside, is because of the great blocking by their blocking backs and their wing backs.
1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. It's a 15-yard run for Zach Orth, who's been doing a pretty good job in the running game despite his few carries.
I'd say so.
Steinman fakes a handoff, goes up the gut, gets 5 yards, and it stopped right there. Steinman having himself a really good game. He's not on the score sheet yet for touchdowns, but he's definitely piling on the stats.
But he's been smart. It doesn't matter about the touchdowns and the accolade. It's about the decision making that he's been making when it comes to running the ball and even throwing it. He has a touchdown. He threw one to Mark Montano.
That's right. He threw the touchdown to Mark Montano. My apologies. So Steinman does have a passing touchdown. He does not have a rushing touchdown. The Indian crowd going wild right now. 10:50 to go in the fourth. Fake handoff. Steinman looks right, throws right. It is incomplete. He had Dodge. Might have rushed the throw just a little bit.
He did have a Dodge, but Dodge has to do a better job of putting his hands out there and making the catch. He looked like he might have been a little scared just because he's already been injured and he doesn't want to probably make it any worse. But you got to get the ball a little higher up right there. It looked like a short throw, a little low, and Dodge had to come back from it.
3rd and 4 from the 46-yard line. They bring in Hooks. They're blocking back. He gets the direct snap, goes up the gut. It's going to be close. They might need a measurement here. Let's see. No, the officials are calling it 4th, so he's short by a yard or 2.
Looks like he's going to be a little bit short.
So North Haven trailing by 3.
And there's no question. Coach Agnella's going for it.
Again, they go with Hooks behind the center. Hooks again. He's got it.
He pulled his own teammate over for the first down.
And we have a flag on the play.
Looks like Cheshire. It looks like Steinman might be pointing. It might be Cheshire. It's getting a little chippy.
Jack Steinman had a few words with the Cheshire player.
The teammates better start getting on Jack Steinman. You don't want him to cost anything.
And that's a huge penalty.
But he got lucky because he probably was talking, and his teammates better get on him because down the road, if that happens again, the refs might have a different outcome and throw a flag on Steinman. And he might be hurting his own team if he does that again.
So now it's a 15-yard penalty added on to the first down run by Hooks. So it's 1st and 10 as the ball is all the way to the 25-yard line. Jack Steinman is behind center for direct snap. On his right side is Zach Orth. 2 wide receivers on the near side and a lone receiver on the far side. Steinman hands it off to Orth.
Zach Orth on the carry. Picks up a couple of yards.
Gets a couple yards there. So North Haven still fighting in this. Under 10 minutes to go. They are within striking distance of taking back the lead that they had early on in the second quarter.
Looks like they're continuing to establish the run game. They're tiring the defense out, and they're playing smarter than Cheshire right now. Making good decisions.
2nd and 8 from the 23. Direct snap goes to Dodge. Finds a hole, gets a few yards on the play.
Gets down to about the 20-yard line. They'll bring up a 3rd and about 5.
3rd and 5 after a 3-yard run from Dodge. Now this is a big 3rd down here.
3rd and 5.
Colin Finkel is the kicker for North Haven, a new kicker. So in a high-pressure situation, I really doubt that they'll want to put him in a first attempt. And a timeout will be called by North Haven with 9:06 to go in the 4th.
Big play coming up right now, Michael.
Huge 3rd down coming up. 9:06 to go. North Haven trails 24-21. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of Arnold's Jewelers.
To go in the 4th quarter, 3rd and 5. Michael Valenti alongside Trevor Keys. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV. The North Haven Indians trying to fight their way back with the lead.
What a great game we've been covering tonight.
It has been a great game. Cheshire still with the lead by 3, 24-21. Steinman behind center. Gets the snap. And we have a penalty, pre-snap penalty. And it's a North Haven false start.
Another miscue that sets North Haven back.
And that's going to be an illegal procedure against
That's been hurting both of these teams with the fumbling and the flags on both teams. It's really hurting both of them.
This really kills the North Haven offense right now. 3rd and 10. A 3rd and manageable now turns into a 3rd and long.
No matter what, this is 2-down territory for Coach Agnella.
So it will be Jack Steinman with Zach Orth to his right. 2 wide receivers on the far side. Steinman looks left, fakes left, throws left. The ball is low, and it's incomplete. 4th down.
That was one of the few bad throws that I've seen from Steinman tonight. It looks like they're going to kick it. Colin Finkel's coming out.
Colin Finkel is coming out. This is a 42-yard field goal.
This will be very impressive. We saw Sabrina Fronte do it last year. Let's see if Colin Finkel can do it as well.
And it'll kick from the right hash. Now, 42 yards in high school is a kick.
I have heard that he has kicked a 50-yard field goal. We'll have to see if it's true.
Dodge the hold. He's got a good snap. The hold is up. Kick is short and wide.
It did have the distance indeed, but it was way too. It was wide left.
So a missed field goal there by Colin Finkel.
And that's what the penalty does. It sets them back. Going from a 3rd and 5, which they possibly could have went for, or maybe it would have been a lot easier for Finkel to hit. Instead it goes to a 3rd and 10, and Finkel has a hard kick right there.
And that's his first kick with the North Haven Indians. As you know, the last couple of years, Sabrina Fronte has been kicking for North Haven and actually kicked a 42-yard field goal on the last home game last year. So Finkel on his first attempt from 42 yards is no good. Raba is confused behind the line of scrimmage, and he will end up getting tackled.
It looked like he was going with the read option, but there was nobody there.
Not sure what book he was reading, but it definitely was in the wrong section of the library. Corbin Pecora picks up the tackle there, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
So 2nd and 10. If North Haven has any chance of winning this game, they have to make a 3-and-out right now, bounce back, because they also only have 2 timeouts as well.
2nd and 10 from the 20. This time the handoff. No, it's a fake handoff. Raba dodges another tackle and gets a gain of 6 or 7 on the play.
Instead of making that a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, it's, what is it?
So it's 3rd and 3.
Instead of making it a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, it's now a 3rd and 3. That's another missed tackle by the North Haven Indians, another arm tackle.
Now, we mentioned in the pregame show how Mike Montano would be missed on the offensive side of the ball, but he was one of the defensive backs on the defensive side of the ball.
But you also have Patrick Mike or Dave Mikas, who was a huge part as a middle linebacker last year, who called the shots.
Handoff up the gut. They have the first down, so the clock will continue to run.
North Haven doesn't have that presence right now in the middle.
7:20 and counting in the 4th quarter. North Haven trailing 24-21. If Cheshire scores a touchdown here, it's going to be very, very tough for North Haven to get back into this. They need to stop them here.
Well, even if they get a long drive.
Handoff, goes to the right side, gets around the edge, and gains about 5. And another player down.
On the run, picks up about 6 yards.
Not sure who it is, but it's another leg cramp. That's the 3rd leg cramp for North Haven, and this is definitely not good. So with the injury timeout, we'll take a timeout too. 6:54 to go in the 4th. North Haven still trails by 3. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of HB Communications.
Finn Anastasio walks off the field okay after another leg cramp haunts the North Haven defense. 2nd and 4 with under 7 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. 2 wide receivers on the near side. Handoff. And another missed tackle for North Haven. Nick Dodge doing a good job preventing the first down from happening for Cheshire, but the clock continues to run. After a couple missed tackles, it's now 3rd and 1. I don't know if you can hear it, but there are some fireworks going up on the off the field here. Not run by anybody here on North Haven High School, but another handoff. This one goes to the near side. They have the first down, able to push them out of bounds. Clock will stop there. And don't forget, we have the Diamond Player of the Game brought to you by Arnold's Jewelers at the completion of this game. First and 10 at the 48-yard line. Raba in shotgun formation with two wide receivers out, one on the near side, one on the far side. Handoff up the middle, and a good job there by the North Haven defense, clogging up the hole for no gain on the play.
That's one of the few successful stops that the interior lineman gets through.
Carson Tebbets and Eric Milliard.
You haven't seen much of that tonight.
2nd and 9. Clock continues to run. The crowd's trying to get into this game somehow. Low snap, handoff, and tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Great play by Jamari Hooks again. He's had a big impact. Sorry about that. He's had a big impact offensively and defensively.
Just a sophomore doing a great job in his first varsity game for North Haven as we approach 5 minutes to go in this game.
3rd and 9.
3rd and 9. This is the biggest third down of the game. If Cheshire is able to convert here on 3rd down,
continues to waste more clock, and it's going to make harder for North Haven to get the ball back.
Now, if for some reason Cheshire does not convert, do they go for it on 4th down?
No, I wouldn't. Not
it's a pass play. There's a pressure hit, and the pass is complete, wide open. The ball is loose, but they're going to call it down on contact. So it is a first down.
I don't know what happened there, but he was wide open. If he throws it in stride, if he throws that on the run, that's a touchdown for Cheshire.
Mike Jeffrey able to make the catch in the first down, wide open. So bad job there by the defensive backs of North Haven, and a great job throwing by Jack Raba with pressure. He was getting hit as he threw that ball.
Cornerback must have got confused on that one.
So 1st and 10 from the 30 as the clock continues to run. Handoff up the gut. And another couple yards after the first contact. So again, the clock continues to run. And basically at this point, North Haven needs to start burning timeouts. 2nd and 6. North Haven with only 2 timeouts. They took a timeout earlier in this quarter, I believe it was. Low snap. Another missed tackle. This time they're able to get to it. And still loss of yards, but the clock still runs as the ball is in. And now a timeout is called by North Haven. 3:25 to go in the 4th quarter. 3rd and 6. 24-21 Cheshire leads. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of
Forget Me Not Full Service Flower Shop.
.325 to go in the 4th quarter. Michael Valenti alongside Trevor Keys. North Haven trailing 24-21 as they face a 3rd and 6. Cheshire with the ball at the 28-yard line. Trevor?
And we just said the past 3rd down that this was the biggest down. Well, guess what? This is the biggest 3rd down of the game. It's 3rd and 6. They just called a timeout, North Haven. They get this first down, you can pretty much seal the deal for Cheshire.
Low snap. Ball is high and incomplete. Intended for Michael Jeffrey. So 4th and 6. So it looks like Cheshire will stay on the field.
Great job by Kyle Malillo right there of reading that out as ASAP. Because he catches that, that could be another first down for Cheshire, but great job by Kyle Malillo. And they're going for it. Well, this might be the game right here, ladies and gentlemen.
4 wide receivers out, 2 on the near side, 2 on the far side. Raba has pressure in front of him. The pass is incomplete. Turnover on downs. Great pressure on the far side for North Haven there. Number 51, Carson Tebbets, probably rushed Jack Raba a little bit on that throw, causing it to be low and unable to catch it there, and it's a turnover on downs for North Haven.
And North Haven has a golden opportunity right now to seal the deal and win this game. They're 72 yards away from Painter.
Now 3 timeouts for Cheshire with 3:17 to go in this game as North Haven trails by 3. The snap goes to Orth, blocked by Steinman, and he's still tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
I really want to see, besides this play for the next 3 minutes, I really want to see how North Haven uses Mark Montano, Tommy Dodgy, and Jack Steinman. I think that's the biggest key. Those are your 3 biggest players right now that need to get the ball. I want to see what they do for the next 3 minutes.
Steve Irby comes into the game. He is the receiver on the near side. Fake handoff to Orth. Pass up the middle, and it's complete to Tom Dodge.
Great job from Jack Steinman looking on the outside, seeing if there was any there, and looking in the middle of the field, getting it to Tommy Dodge for a first down. Great decision maker by Jack Steinman tonight.
Clock stops as they try to move the chains, and now continues to run. 2.5 minutes to go here in the 4th.
He has to be really showing, he really should be impressing you, because he's impressing me with the way his decision making has been all night.
Steinman takes it to the near side, gets around the edge, crosses the 50, and the crowd's starting to get into it.
The clock should be running. That was not a first. Was that first down?
It looks like there'll be a measurement, so the clock stops for the measurement.
Okay.
And they call it a first down, so the chains move.
Another great play by Steinman.
Steinman leading this drive.
Leading the charge. Get behind number 12, and he'll bring you to greatness.
Now, as they cross the 50-yard line, Cheshire calls a timeout.
Timeout taken by the Cheshire Rams.
So 2 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the game. North Haven now crosses the 50. They're at the 48, trailing by 3. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of Arnold's Jewelers.
To go in the 4th quarter. North Haven with another first down after a nice 10-yard run from Jack Steinman. They're at the 48-yard line. 48 yards separates them and the lead. The snap goes to Orth. Finds a hole, but it's quickly filled up by the Cheshire defense and gains 2 yards. The clock continues to run here. So North Haven, is it where North Haven now kills the clock? Or?
No. You have to score. You're still losing. You don't kill the clock because you need to score. You're still losing. It's a questionable call right there to run the ball. You can't be thinking that way. You have to score. You're down. You're trailing right now, so you have to score.
2nd and 9. Ball at the 47. Steinman fakes the handoff, looks right, throws it deep, it's complete to Malillo, first down, North Haven!
What a throw, what a catch. I'm telling you, Jack Steinman has been impressing me throughout this whole game with his running on the legs and that throw.
The clock stops to move the chains, but it will continue to run at 1:33 now. 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Steinman has Orth to his right. Malillo on the near side. Direct snap to Orth. Try to get around the edge, spins around, and gains 2 yards on the play. A minute 18 to go.
If I'm Coach Sagnella, I'm giving the ball to Jack Steinman and let him throw it right now.
Right now, it would be a 43-yard field goal if they try to attempt a tying field goal from Colin Finkel. He missed from 42 earlier in the game.
I'm not settling. I'm settling for a touchdown.
Fakes a handoff, goes up the gut.
Simon on the carry.
And a timeout called by North Haven.
So last timeout.
That is their final timeout of the game. 54.8 seconds ago, Trevor. Michael Valenti alongside Trevor Keys. It has been an exciting opening night here at Mike Vanacore Field.
You couldn't ask for a more evenly matchup in week 1.
Definitely. I mean, Cheshire, let's put the records aside from last year, because obviously last year is different from this year. A lot of changes to rosters.
It's a whole new year.
Juniors become seniors, seniors become college students. And, you know, Cheshire came, last year they finished the season 4-6, North Haven 10-0.
Yes.
If you watch this game, just looking at these two teams tonight, you would think both these teams were both like evenly matched, because that's how they've been playing so far, Trevor.
Yeah, I would think they're both evenly matched, the way they've been able to both run the ball successfully, throw the ball successfully, and even the miscues, the fumbles, the penalties. It's been the most evenly matched game that I've seen in a North Haven game for a long time now.
I mean, all of last year.
We're not used to seeing this.
All of last year, they are warming up Colin Finkel. There are no timeouts left, so they're only going to get one play out of this. Simon looks to throw, throws it, it is tipped and incomplete. 49 seconds ago now. It's 4th and 7, so decision time for Coach Sagnella. It would be a 41-yard field goal for Finkel, and he is coming out.
Well, here we go.
Cheshire has 2 timeouts. They might use one here to freeze Finkel.
If I was smart, yes, I would ice the kicker. He's a new kicker. This is the game, my friend.
The crowd is the wildest I've ever heard here at Mike Vanacore Field. 41 yards for Finkel. Dodge the hold.
If I'm the fans, I would tell them, if I tell them to silence, this doesn't help. This makes things worse.
Timeout called by Cheshire to freeze up Finkel. Now, not to make fun of the situation, but when you think game-tying field goals and Finkel, you think of Ray Finkel from Ace Ventura.
You think of Ace Ventura automatically, of course.
But this is Colin Finkel.
Absolutely.
A much different Finkel.
It's a much different Finkel.
Not a fictitious character.
And he's going to hit it, too. His teammates have confidence in him. His coaches have confidence in him. Just do your job, my friend. As I said, like what I said, all these players, just do your job, have fun, and go get the job done.
Again,
you played a gutsy game throughout these 60 minutes. Has been a bloodbath between these two teams.
It has been a great game, a seesaw battle. North Haven, just when you thought they were out of it, they fight back.
It's been a great game to call.
Colin Finkel missed a 42-yarder earlier in the game. He tries for 41 to tie it. Hold is good. Kick is up. It is no good. Wide right.
He had the distance. It looked good from where we were standing.
Wow. From where we were sitting in the press box, that looked like it was good.
That's heartbreaking right there. For that kid, that's heartbreaking. As you can see him coming off the field, that's heartbreaking. I feel for that kid right now. I really do, because that's a heartbreaker. This was such a gutsy performance on North Haven. The way they kept climbing and battling. They were down 24-14, and they did not give up. They kept climbing, grinding it out. And that's a heartbreaker. I feel for the kid.
Jack Steinman talking to Colin Finkel right now as he is furious with that missed field goal. And now Cheshire could just take a knee and kill the last 44 seconds off the clock. And North Haven has lost in the regular season for the first time in 2 years.
And this is a heartbreaker. It's a heartbreaker. It's a great game to call, but it was a heartbreaker to watch. To see where we were standing, it looked good, but it must have been wide left.
He tried from the right hash mark earlier from 42 and was wide left. This time he tried from the left hash mark and was wide right. He definitely has the distance. So Coach Sagnell will definitely go back to him in the future in this season. But now North Haven goes with 3 road games, Hamden, Foreign, and Hand.
The next time we'll see the North Haven Indians here will be against
Notre Dame in October.
It's Notre Dame?
Notre Dame in October.
And then they play?
Then it's Shelton on the road.
It's a tough loss. That's all I can say.
Very, very tough loss.
I've been in games like this, and it's not a good feeling, man. You play your heart out. You continue to grind. You're so close, and it's a tough way to lose. I give them credit, North Haven. This is a good team still. It's a good team. A lot of young players, but they'll be back.
So that's going to do it here at Mike Vanacore Field. North Haven loses for the first time in nearly 2 years in the regular season. Final score, Cheshire Rams 24, North Haven Indians 21. And don't forget, when we come back, we have the Diamond Player of the Game brought to you by Arnold's Jewelers. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of HB Communications.
It was a tough loss tonight for the North Haven Indians. Final score 24-21 as the North Haven Indians fall for the first time in the regular season in over 2 years to the Cheshire Rams. Michael Valenti alongside Trevor Keys. Trevor, it was a tough loss, and especially the way it ended with a missed field goal from Colin Finkel.
But even before that, it was a bloodbath throughout this whole game. Gutsy performance by the North Haven Indians. Cheshire Rams played, like they said, the most evenly matchup coming into week 1 in the whole state of Connecticut, and it proves by the scoreboard. There's only 3 points, and that 3 points was right before the half. They had the kicker that made it, and Finkel looked like where we were standing. It looked like it was good. So, I mean, it's a tough loss. I've been on this side of winning and the side of losing. It's a great feeling, but it's also a terrible feeling. It's not fun.
Now, on the positive side, this team did fight back. You know, they were trailing for a majority of this game, which is something we have not seen from the North Haven Indians in a very long time. So this is definitely a lesson-learning game for the North Haven Indians. But you have to be happy about some of the production from some of these players that we were looking for production. Mark Montano had a couple touchdowns. Jack Steinman stepped up. But our Diamond Player of the Game, brought to you by Arnold's Jewelers, is going to go to Tom Dodge tonight. Did it on all 3 aspects of the football game. He did it on offense with 2 touchdowns, 1 passing, 1 rushing. He did it with special teams. He was great giving them field position, and he came up with a lot of big plays on the defensive side of the ball, which I think was really what was their strength last year might be their Achilles this year.
I think the Achilles right now that I've seen for 1 game, but it's only 1 game, probably be the offensive line and the D-line. It's in the trenches. You win games in the trenches. And they're all O-line got beat up. D-line, the Cheshire D-line just punched them in the mouth. And at times, it looked like North Haven would respond, but then they had times that Jack Steinman was getting sacked and almost safety. We almost saw safety in the game. It just didn't have enough time for Jack Steinman. The D-line got beat up too. I mean, but it's only week 1. That's the good thing about it. It's week 1. They have plenty of time. They have one of the best coaching staffs in the state of Connecticut, and they'll be ready to have those guys going on Monday.
Jack Steinman did a really good job with that last drive, trying to get this team all the way down to the field, got them in field goal position, but unfortunately it was just not enough as North Haven falls. Again, the final score, Cheshire Rams 24, North Haven Indians 21. From all of us here at NHTV and also for Trevor Keys, I'm Michael Valenti saying so long from North Haven.